Hello, my name is Dave Kaemmer, and I provided a small excerpt into the new tire model.
User in your channel started
Here we go.
recording.
We are very excited to get the new tire model into your hands and out into the public. View finally! Exclamation point. We think you'll find that the new tires are a lot of fun. Oh, great. At the same time, easier to drive, but more challenging too. For sure, they are more realistic than the old tires, especially on the high-speed ovals, which is why we're letting you get the first look at them on the new Nationwide car. The car itself represents a big step forward in simulating a NASCAR race car. The aerodynamics and the suspension have been reworked in addition to the tires. But before you jump into the new Nationwide car and drop the clutch, I thought I'd give you a few bits of information to help you get up to speed on the new tires. First, you're probably going to get the best start off with the baseline setups we've provided. And if you don't know how to do that, I've included parentheses instructions for all the dumb people who have never played. Click on the iRacing Setups tab
User joined
in
your channel.
Garage, close parentheses. You may need to alter your driving style a bit to get the most out of these tires. And you can easily get into a hole by playing with the setup instead of playing with your line and technique. Third paragraph. Second, now I stress this, second, be patient. Don't not be patient. Patience is key. All right, here we go. You'll need to learn how to change the balance of the car by simply altering your line. And by changing how and when you lift off and get back on the throttle. These tires, just like real tires, are very sensitive to heat buildup. When you're going through a corner, especially on a high-speed oval, the tire surface can heat up to 50 degrees per second. Wow! If the rear tires are heating up faster than the fronts, it's sayonara! Wah! You're going to spin. Oh yeah, awful, bad, terrible things. Car
User joined
damage,
your channel.
meatballs, awful. All right. If the fronts are heating up faster, the car's going to be tight and make the steering more worse. Wait, I read that wrong. Hold on. Retract it, and more steering will make it worse. Oh, obviously, tight. You turn more, you get tighter. Jeez. When both ends are working nearly equally, you'll know it. And you'll find out why the drivers have a huge grin on their face when your car is hooked up. When you get this feeling, you'll love it, okay? All right, fourth paragraph. By changing how you drive a corner, you can control the heat buildup to a degree. Now, this means if you drive really hot, like Brian Schoenberg, and crank in a lot of steering wheel angle, a very typical sim racing technique, it will come to us no surprise that you will get understeer or push, and lots of it. Well, Brian Schoenberg actually gets understeer and oversteer and oversteer and oversteer. But anyway, if you do this lap after lap, your right front will likely not make a full fuel run without popping. When you wear through the cords, it's bad. That means you get a hole and the air goes out and you crash into the wall like someone who crashes. Also, not to mention you will be slow because you're tight. Maybe not the first lap, but over a run you will lose lots of time. Oh yeah. That's because the right front will lose a lot of grip as it nearly catches fire. Oh, God, and melts away. An alternative is to back off a bit earlier and turn the car down into the corner with a lot of steering wheel angle. What? Why would you back off a bit earlier and turn just as hard? Turn less hard and back off sooner. Jeez, what an idiot. All right, I'm Dave, sorry. Get back to the point. Be patient and apply the throttle only once the car is heading where you want it and has rotated enough to get the rears working a bit. Now you pick up the throttle and you should be able to feel the car bite. And when I say bite, I mean bite, like a dog on your bookus. Okay? The easier you drive into the corner, the earlier you can get back to the gas. But you might find that you start to heat the right rear more than the right front as you do this. And the car will get loose. You will need to find the right amount of push the car in the corner to keep it balanced. That is dumb. A very slight brush on the brakes can do wonders on the way into the corner to get it planted and enough speed pulled off to get back to the gas. No need to mash the brakes. Don't just mash them. The brakes are very sensitive. Like a woman, you don't treat them rough. You be very nice to the brakes, and they'll be nice to you. Well, not everyone. Nice guys do finish last. So you might want to be a little less nice to the brakes. But anyway, that's another great way to overheat the fronts by being mean to the brakes and move yourself to the back where Brian Blackford usually resides. He's a good driver. Anyway, once you've gotten comfortable with altering your driving style while lapping and seeing how you can move the car from tight to loose and back again, then you might start to play with the car setup in order to fine-tune things to be just how you like them. Excuse me, I need some water. This is a lot. All right, where was I? Oh, here we go. Pay close attention to how the tires are wearing, as much as to the temperatures, right? You want to watch the wear and the temperatures at the same time. Remember that you can dramatically change the temperature and wear simply by changing how you drive. Don't use the setup, okay? All you gotta do is change how you drive, and you can dramatically change the tires, okay? In addition to changing the setup, just change how you drive, okay? The keys to setting up the Nationwide car are keep the front splitter as close as possible, and to get the four tires to share the workload as evenly as possible. You don't want one of the darknesses to take more workload than all the other darknesses. You don't want lazy dark tires. You don't want a lazy guy. You want all the same dark things doing the same thing. 25% of the load to everyone, okay? The baseline setups do good at both, you know? So if you really want to, all you really want to do is race, just load the right setup for the track you're driving and forget it. You'll be fine. Oh, forgot to mention one small disclaimer. Remember, this is a preview of the new tire model. There are some features that are not done, such as smoke pouring from your locked up tires. We don't have that. So when you apply the brakes or spin and the tires are stopped, but you're moving, no smoke will happen. Terrible. I know. We're working on it. We're still hard at work on completing it, but for the most important stuff is in there, okay? Most of the important stuff is in there, okay? You'll get it. You'll get the meat and potatoes, but you just won't get the salt and the pepper and the sauce. You'll get all that later. I think it's fair to say that all of us here at iRacing and our dedicated crew of testers can't wait for all of you to try it. It is a ton of fun. Like my Aunt Gertrude, she's one of those people on Discovery Channel, weighs a ton, and well, she's no longer with us because she liked Twinkies too much. But anyway, we hope you like this upgrade to our simulation, and rest assured, we'll continue to improve it for a long time to come. Your friend, Dave Kaemmer.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Past 10 minutes.